traditionally what the US has done is that it's simply printed money, right? I mean, this
Yeah,
is what it has by way of being the global reserve currency.
right.
It's like, you are the global casino and you get to issue the chips, and everybody who plays in that casino has to bring in real money and exchange it for your fake chips that you can issue as much as you want to. The problem with that is that people are deciding to not play inside this casino. They're going elsewhere. They're creating BRICS. They're creating their own kind of internal systems of circulation. So they actually are no longer dependent on the dollar, and therefore that reduces the demand for the dollar, which means that the US cannot print at will without creating inflation. So this kind of infinite credit card that the US has had with its global reserve status of the dollar is now being undermined. And it's being undermined in significant ways with the rise of the BRICS, and the BRICS are working on kind of internal clearinghouses and internal ledgers. And they don't need to create a common currency. They just need to de-dollarize and have the systems for ledgers for clearing transactions, which they're building out. And so this is significantly already in progress. And I'm reading through some of the policy papers that have been generated. This Trump administration doesn't seem to understand that this is what's going on. I think they still believe that they are the global economic hegemon, and everybody has to pay, fealty and obeisance to them.
So you think maybe, because I was going to ask about BRICS and it just happened, do you think BRICS may rise while Trump kind of leads the American economy or, yeah, the American economy down?
I think that's very possible. Once again, I think both his domestic policies and his international policies don't make sense from just the economic perspective. They don't make any sense. There are wide gaping contradictions inside that. And in the meantime, the BRICS are really creating alternative structures. They really are building, some very, very solid counter hegemonic structures to the US system. So, you have the anti-Bretton Woods institutions that are being built out. They have their own banks, Asian Development Bank, the BRICS Bank. All of these things are being built out. They're building out the systems for transaction, for swaps, for, ledgers, clearinghouses, etc. All of this is happening, as well as the fact that it is industrializing and developing the global south in very, very concrete ways while tying them together economically, literally through, high-speed rail and, transportation corridors and logistic systems. All of that is happening in very both concrete and technical ways. And so as this system is being built out, the US doesn't seem to be noticing that that's happening, and it still thinks that it can, kind of bluster and threaten, from its position in the 1990s when it was the hegemon, and that if it makes these threats, it doesn't understand that these threats actually will not have the effect that they want. They will not. If they threaten people over the dollar, people will simply abandon the dollar even more.